And flat beats.
Here we go. Here we go again. Is it time for my friends to come and see what is happening? Yes, it really is. When we go to the UN, we are going to meet with everyone and say, oh my, the teleprompter isn't working, y'all. Although I have the papers right in front of me. Turning a page, well, that's too much history. History? That is not something that we like to see because we just want to make the white man happy. The white man, they like to have the American dream. The American dream is only for the big 83 to 83 billionaires that run the country that we're in. We are not a part of them. That's why they get all the tax cuts, and then we will pay for them. How will we pay for the tax cuts? Well, let's see. It's called inflation is a rut. Here we go again. My kids, they come home from school, they say, hey, Mom, why? I don't understand why they are telling me that all of the teachers, I have some favorite ones, and they cannot come back next year because they can't afford to pay them. Well, they can't. They can't afford to pay them. Why is that something that my kids have to worry about? It should not ever be that way. No. But the thing is, the United States of America is quite a large joke. That's why the Americans leave this place to get out of this place, to Canada, to Mexico, to Germany, anywhere that is not in between the streets of the United States of America, where the pipelines go. So now let's pay some more, but we will not raise the minimum wage. We will not raise the minimum wage. No, not anymore. Not unless Jasmine Crockett goes and says, come on, y'all, those. Y'all. We need to go. Y'all be too ridiculous for this flow. Oh, that's why you don't hear it when Bad Bunny is the spirit. You say, here we go again. It is so depressing, my friend. Someone that speaks Spanish. Oh no. Right after all these black men had all of the flow. Here we go again. The Super Bowl was like and laughing at you, old crockety white man, because you did not have what it took to be a man who stands up to the man. Nah, y'all just followers of a regime where the trumpet is always singing. It is singing for the rich man. Just like him, not for me, not for you. We're gonna go and get that dough. We gotta go get that dough. We're gonna fly right out of the dough. It's gonna fly like these words, fly right out of my mouth in those controller towers that are empty. Oh no! So have you known that there's nobody in the control towers because the pilots have flown? But the TSA agents, we're not gonna pay them. Nah. We'll only pay these really expensive ones that already have too much money fund. But they will continue toying with everyone else that does not make a salary. So those of us that are continuing to scrape by, well, y'all can just not get paid. So, but y'all over there with too much money in the air, how do you keep getting money out of your derriere? I don't know how that really works, because you shouldn't be the one that is the folks that are getting paid when you shut down the government. But what can I say? Apparently I'm just a white woman that's neurodivergent. Nah, single mom, you don't care. We all know you don't care. You don't care about the single moms, the ones here. Women? Oh no, we don't want that rights. We don't want anyone that's not a white man to have any rights. That's why we are against diversity, equity, Well, that's all about fairness and justice. That's something we want, not at the top of our country. Justice, fairness, equity, that is not something we want here because we want the white man to come on top of everywhere. Because that is how we roll. We're gonna cry and say, Harvard, we don't like yo flow. Because you want to embrace so much diversity. Oh, wait. Diversity, equity, inclusion? Nah, we don't want to include y'all folk, not in this role, because this is the place for the white man. The white man. Who is playing the trumpet? We want our American dream. For the rich 83, the ones that run the country, because we know that the American dream is not really an American dream for the United States of American citizens or residents. We know that is not for us. It is just for the richest 83 that run the country and the political elites that make it flow, because y'all have no boss to stand up for yourself. No politicians, no. Y'all just going to continue serving that hoe. You know how it always likes to go. I think you might have a little square mustache on your lip, yo. Because I saw your little charade when the regime was bowing, yo. With Elon Musk, we are going to go ahead and salute like it. Oh, whoa, what was that? Who you quoting? It's not. Nah, you over here quoting Hitler like that, like it is something to be proud of. That's not really a good thing. Maybe you don't know any history, but I'm not surprised. Y'all aren't really that bright. You just like to have money. You don't care about anyone else in the country. That's why we're here struggling to get out of here. The American dream was not for me. It was not for you. It was not for anyone that was here. This country was built on lots of tears because the American dream was just for the white man. That's why they massacred all the indigenous people, all the natives that were here. They were all fine now. But y'all wanted to come over in your little boat, the Mayflower. They came and told a joke. A joke it was to you, but it was not. It was a massacre. Not of gods. It was a massacre of the natives that ran this land. But now,